These are very interesting facts, and I really enjoyed making this video, and I'm really enjoying it. And Korea is my dream place. Like, I really want to go there. I will go free-minded in vacations, maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure. Hey everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are fine, you all are amazing. So in today's video, today's video is going to be weird as usual. So in today's video, I'll be going to just tell you guys 5 interesting common facts between India and Korea. So y'all might be thinking why I chose Korea and India. It's because I am kind of interested in Korea. So I thought like to make a video, and when I just read these facts about Korea and India, like there are some facts which are really common and they are like mind-blowing. So I thought to make a kind of series of it, and this is going to be a part 1, and I'll be telling you guys 5 of them. So the first fact is skin whitening. So basically skin whitening, you might have seen people in Korea, like obviously they are so white, they are like white that nobody, like even the Americans, they are nothing in front of them. So they are so white. There is a reason behind it. You all might have thought about it, like why are they so white? It is because, you know why? Because there is like in Seoul, there is like a area. I haven't went to Korea, but I have just not that kind of information. That's why I want to go there. So there is a cosmetic surgery that takes place like now in the Seoul. That's an area kind of city there. So what happens, like they just burn the upper layer of the skin which is darker, and then the inner layer which is very white, so they just now burn it, and the price is like the highest price is 1 lakh and the lowest is 40,000. So it's not like you have to do it once, you have to do it 10 to 15 or 20 times in a month to see the results. So number 1, it is very harmful, it is very dangerous, and it's very expensive. Of course not every Korean can just afford it, but you know what's the point? There is like in Korea there is a skincare routine that every Korean like follows in order to get a white skin, because you know what, everyone can't afford that surgery, so they just do the skincare. There are some products in which there is like some kind of, I can't say there's some kind of that like bleach or something which makes a person whiter. Similarly in India there is a product which is very very common, that is Fair and Lovely, like which is not good for your like now skin, but still people apply it because they just want to be white. And there are some close-minded people who think that being white can make their personality nice. Like even the black people, I know black people, they are just teased because of their colors. In fact in schools they are bullied. So actually it's not what's on the outside, it's what that matters, it's in the inside, like the way you are, the way you behave. It's not like if you're looking good then only people will say that you are nice, but because of your behavior. If your behavior is nice, your skin color, your face, like doesn't matter at all. But if like you are giving importance to your looks rather than like behaving nice, so well that's absolutely wrong. Here's an advice for me and for you all, so that just be yourself, and what's on the outside, it doesn't matter. What's in the inside, it matters. So the second one is common fact, it is education. Like education, you know what, actually in Korea and in India, like desi people, I can say in Korean, like now those people which are so dedicated and which are so like intentionally relation to their country. So same in the way Indian people, desi people, they don't sacrifice in studies. Like they just want their children to have 95% like or 96%. Same in Korea. What happens there is like the children over there, when they go to school, they go to school early in the morning at 8 and come home at 10 p.m. So they study a lot, and besides that there are many activities that they are joining, like extracurricular activities, and what else I can say, like private tuitions, after school tuitions. There are many things that they do after school. So you know what, I just want to add this. In Italy, I can say, in Italy, you know what happens, like their studies doesn't matter at all. Like it matters, but the children, their parents, like if they even score 60%, their parents are buying them new phone, they are throwing parties and like all that stuff. So in Italy, this is the thing that I think that is cool. I never been there, but I just can't say this. So yeah, in Korea, studies matters a lot. So, and in India, it does the same. Like I found it common, and this is well common, I can say. So yeah, this is the second point. So the third point is food. You know what? In Korea, there is like a staple food which is kimchi. And kimchi is same as achar in India. You might have eaten that, obviously. Like yeah, basically the procedure of making kimchi and achar is almost same. Like kimchi is made because like of the preservatives, adding lemon and oil. So same is made, like same is the procedure of making achar in India. So you know what, these two food, like this is, I can't say one food, but these are two type of foods. So this is something I found common, because like whenever in Korea, people over there don't have anything like curry or soup to just eat with dinner or to eat with rice, so they just simply add kimchi to the rice. Same as in India, when we don't have something like, now I can say vegetables, cooked vegetables, so what we do is we eat it with chapati. Like achar, we eat chapati and achar, well I can say that because many people do. In fact, I ate it once. Like I just don't usually eat it with chapati, I just casually eat it like raw, because I like spicy things, so I just sometimes eat it. I have a lot in my home. So yeah, so I found these two common, so I thought to share it. Well, obviously, why not? So the fourth one is independence. So actually this is kind of interesting. In India, Indians got independent on 15th of August 1947, same as in Korea, they got independent 15th of August, but 1 year after India, 1948. So India got independent 15th August 1947 and Korea got independent 15th August 1948. So well, there's like 1 year difference, otherwise this is almost common. So India got independent from British and Korea got independent from Japan. So I think you might be knowing that, and if not, then yeah, obviously you came to know, and these are very interesting facts, and I really enjoyed making this video and I'm really enjoying right now. And when I just like read about it, I was like, oh my god, I swear to god, I never thought that we are this much related, like Korea and India. And Korea is my dream place. Like I really want to go there, and inshallah soon I'll be going, like after the pandemics ends. Like there's no COVID right now there, but I have my exam soon, so I will go free-minded in vacations, maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. Yeah, so the last common fact that of this video is caste system. Well, to be honest, I never thought in Korea there would be caste system. Well, as we know, in India there was, and unfortunately still people in India believe in caste system. They just discriminate between the Shudras and Brahmins, which is not absolutely good. But in Korea, you know what, I was like very, very shocked after, like, and very amazed when I read it. So what happened in Korea, there were the top ones which were called as king, and the lower ones, they were called as Chongmin. Listen to me first of all. Chongmin, or it's Chongmin. Actually, I'm not a Korean, but I just read it and I just heard its pronunciation. It's something like Chongmin. So I'm not a Korean, so I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, because I'm not a native speaker of Korea. So actually, when I first, like, let me make you laugh. So actually what happened when I first read this word, I was like, is it Chongmin? Like, how can it be Chongmin? Like something to eat. How can like people like discriminate between food and normal people? I was like, how is this Chongmin? So then I just use my brain, and I thought it won't be Chowmin, it would be something like Chowmein. Then after 1 hour I was just practicing this word. Then after 1 hour, seriously, I googled it. Like I googled it, and then in 1 second I got the answer, and I was like slapping myself mentally, like what was wrong with me. So yeah, coming to the point. So actually, discrimination between kings and chowmen, it was same as Brahmins and Shudras, but happily in Korea they don't think about it anymore. Like they are not discriminating between low and high. But India, in some places in India, they are still like, they consider Brahmins as the people who are very close to their god. So I don't think so they have to do it. They should like stop it, because it is very, very offensive, I can say. They are just bullying, and there were many social reformers which bring the change in it. But still there are some people who think, unfortunately. So yeah, all I hope is this should get finished, like in India. And there's no other country where this happens, like something like discrimination between the castes. So yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed. This was like 5 interesting common facts about Korea and India. So I really enjoyed making this video, I swear, because this is something I am interested in. I'm interested in Korea. Like I live in Kashmir, and Kashmir is somehow in India, we can say. So Kashmir is a different place, so I don't know. So anyways, so you know what, I'm just more likely connected to Korea. I just want to go there. And if you're also a Korea lover, don't forget to like this video so that I can see how many of you are Korea lovers. And if Korea is your dream place, do mention in the comment section, because it is mine. Because I don't know of you all, but I've seen 80% of people and many of my friends, they just want to go to Korea, and I was like, okay, I'm coming also. So this was all. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all had a laugh while watching this video. I hope this was not boring. I tried my best to make it interesting. So yeah, this was all, and this was all. So yeah, this is going to be end now, and I should take my leave, because I might have eaten your brain till now. So this was all for today. I hope you all enjoy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on my Instagram and Facebook. ID is on the screen. Well, you can just directly go to your Instagram and open my page, that is Falah the Unique. So yeah, follow me on my Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, so now I'll meet you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, Allah Hafiz. This is Falah the Unique signing off. Bye bye.